Hello students. So in the previous video we had solved few questions based on gravity, right? We had also understood about the sign conventions which are to be applied while solving the questions of gravity, right? Fine. So in today's video also we'll discuss few questions based on gravity, right? Okay. See the first one. These questions are a bit of higher level. Body dropped from the top of a tower covers a distance 7x in the last second of its journey. Body is dropped from a top of a tower. Body is dropped, so initial velocity is 0. It covers a distance of 7x in the last second of its journey. Fine. That means this is the tower. Body, initial velocity is 0. It covers a distance 7x in the last second of its journey. That means, suppose it takes n seconds to reach the ground. So this will be the distance just 1 second before reaching the ground, right? Okay, so according to the question, this distance is given as 7x, distance covered in the second last of its journey. That means we are given dn minus 1 equals to 7x, right? This distance is 7x. Fine. Also, the question says that it covers a distance x in the first second. Distance covered by the body in first second, let it be x. So, you have been told to calculate the time taken to reach the ground, right? What will be the time taken by the body to reach to the ground? Well, x is the distance covered by the body in the first second, and 7x is the distance covered by the body in the last second of its journey. Fine. So, first we can calculate x. X is equals to half g t square. Since v0 is 0, so v0t will be 0, right? And time is 1 second. So x is equals to g by 2. Let us take g as 10, so 10 by 2. So x is 5. Okay, done. dn is the total distance. This will be half g t square. Instead of t, we'll write it as n. This distance. And d of n minus 1 will be g by 2 n minus 1 the whole square, right? Just before the second. Substitute this values. So this can be written as g by 2 n square minus g by 2 n minus 1 the whole square equals to 7. What is x? X is g by 2. Yes. So g by 2 can be taken common, will get cancelled. So n square minus n minus 1 the whole square equals to 7. So this will be n square minus 2n plus 1 equals to 7. Solve this. N square minus n square plus 2n minus 1 equals to 7. So 2n is equals to 8, n is equals to 4. So the body takes 4 seconds to come to ground. Clear? Clear? Okay, we'll solve the another question. Okay, the second one. Two balls are dropped from different heights at different instants. Second ball is dropped 2 seconds after the first ball. Okay. If both the balls reach the ground simultaneously after 5 seconds of dropping the first ball, what is the difference between their initial height? See what the question says. Two balls are dropped. If they are being dropped, that means the initial velocities will be 0. They are being dropped from different heights and at different instants. That means let us say this has height h1, right? And say this has height h2. You are dropping two balls, right? two balls from two different heights and at different instant. Let us say this as first ball, second. Okay, now if both the ball reaches the ground simultaneously after 5 seconds, okay, so now it takes 5 seconds and so that means time taken by the first ball is 5 seconds, and in the question it has been given that the second ball is dropped 2 seconds after the first ball, right? That means after 2 seconds of the falling of first ball, the second ball is released and they are reaching on the ground at 5 seconds. That means obviously second ball will take 5 minus 2, that is 3 seconds. Of course, because second ball is thrown after 2 seconds of the first ball, but then also both the balls are reaching at the ground after 5 seconds. That means first ball is taking 5 seconds, then second ball will take 3 seconds. Clear? Okay, we have been told to calculate the difference between their initial heights. That means h1 minus h2. Okay, fine. The question is easy. H in a way represents displacement. H represents displacement. See, both are allowed to fall freely. So both will have zero initial velocity. So first h1 can be written as minus h1 equals to minus half g phi square. Since this is in downward direction, so displacement will be negative. G is always taken negative. V0 is 0. So h1 is g by 2 into 25. Say this as equation 1. Right? Similarly, h2. Again, h2 is also in downward direction. G is taken negative. Now it takes 3 seconds. So this will be h by 2 into 9. We have been told to calculate the difference. h1 minus h2 equals to g by 2 is common, 25 minus 9. This will be 16 into g by 2. Right? So 8 into g. So h1 minus h2 is equals to 8 into g. G is given as 9.8. This is given. So your answer will be 78.4. This is your answer. Clear? Clear? Fine. We'll solve another question. See. Okay. Third one. Stone is dropped from a certain height which can reach the ground in 5 seconds. Full stop. It is stopped after 3 seconds of its fall and again released. You have stopped the stone after 3 seconds of its fall and then you have again released it. Okay. What is the total time taken? Okay. So this is the question. Let us say this height has h. It is performing free fall. Takes 5 seconds. Takes 5 seconds to reach the ground. Okay. But the question says after 3 seconds of its fall, it is stopped after 3 seconds of its fall. That means let us say 0, 1, 2, 3. At t equals to 3 seconds, you have stopped this ball and then again you have released. Okay, so you have to find the time taken by the stone to reach the ground. Okay. So then first it takes 5 seconds, right? So we'll calculate h, total height. Right? It will be minus h equals to minus half g into 5 square, that will be 25. Right? So h is equals to, let us take g as 10, so 10 by 2 5 into 25. So 125 meter is the total displacement or distance covered in 5 seconds. Okay, now what will be the displacement in 3 seconds, from 0 to 3 seconds? h1 equals to half g into 9, 3 square, that is 9. So h1 is 10 by 2 into 9. So h1 will be 45. So from 0 to 3 seconds, it has covered a distance of 45 meter. Total is 125. So this will be the remaining distance, right? So now we'll calculate the time taken for remaining distance. Done? So what will be the remaining distance? H minus h1. This will be the remaining distance. This is 125 minus 45. That will be 80. 80. So now we'll calculate the time taken to travel this distance. So it will be again h equals to half g t square. So 80 equals to g by 2. So that is 5 t square. 5 16. 16 5 8. T square is 16. Right? So t is 4 seconds. Right? So total time taken by it will be 3 seconds, and then here to here 4 seconds. So total time will be 7 seconds. Right? T equals to T1 plus T2. 3 seconds plus 4 seconds. So 7 seconds. We have to add this times. That's it. We have to add this time. So total time taken will be 7 seconds. Clear? Clear? Fine. Let us solve another question. Okay. Stone falls freely such that distance covered by it in the last second of its motion is equals to the distance covered by it in the first 5 seconds. Okay. So it remained in the air for, see the question says, stone falls freely. So V0 is 0. Okay. And the distance covered by it in the last second of its motion. Last second means, suppose it takes n seconds. So last second means n minus 1 to n. Okay, so distance covered by it in the last second is equals to the distance covered by it in the first 5 seconds. That means, suppose it takes n seconds to reach the ground. Distance covered by it in the last second will be this much, which can be obtained by subtracting from the total distance. This distance is d of n. This will be d of n minus 1. So this is the distance covered in the last second. Okay, that is equals to distance covered by it in 5 seconds. Okay, let us say that this is the distance covered by it in 5 seconds. So these two distances, if they are equal, this is what is given in the question. Find the time it remained in the air. Okay. So first, distance covered in first 5 seconds equals to distance covered in last second. Right? This is what the question says. Distance covered in first 5 seconds equals to distance covered in the last second of its journey. So this will be, distance covered will be half g into 5 square. Already the time is given 5 seconds. Clear? This will be half g n square, half g, right? G by 2 will be cancelled. So 25 equals to n square minus 2n plus 1. 25 equals to n square minus n square plus 2n minus 1. Right? This gets cancelled. So this will be 26 equals to 2n. So n is equals to 13. So for 13 seconds the stone was in air. Fine. So this were the questions based on topic gravity. The next video will start with the new topic relative velocity, and we'll solve the questions on relative velocity.